Okay, so once again, good morning, students. So today we will be revising on the next topic, which is veins in the head and the neck and the face. Yesterday we have discussed about arteries. So today we will be discussing on this. Okay, let's start. So what happens? The venous blood, that is the deoxygenated blood from the head and the neck, they are returned by which vein? They are returned by the deep and the superficial veins. Understand? The deoxygenated blood, they are mostly returned. Can you hear me, Shikil? Am I audible? Am I audible to you? Means you just write in the chat box yes or no. Are you able to hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Actually, Shikil is saying, ma'am, I'm not able to connect the audio. So, is he able to? You leave the meeting, Shikil, and you come again. I will admit you. Okay. So, what I was saying, the deoxygenated blood comes from the head and the neck, and again they are returned by what type of veins? They are returned by the deep and the superficial veins. Understand? Okay. And what happens in the superficial veins? The superficial veins are what? Which are just beneath the skin. All right. So uh, the superficial veins from the branches of the external carotid artery, which is this. All right, which is this. External carotid artery is this and this. So from this, the superficial veins from the branches of this external carotid artery, which is both in the right and the left side, they return the venous blood. That is the deoxygenated blood. They return the venous blood to where? To the face and the scalp. Understand? They return the venous blood, that is the deoxygenated blood, to the face. It's in your face area and in your scalp area. Means in all these areas they will return, and they will form another vein. So what is that name? What is the name of that vein? The name is external jugular vein, which is this. All right, this and this, which lies here, means in your neck portion. In this portion it lies. All right. So they are mainly formed by the external jugular vein. Is it clear about this? The superficial veins, they form the branches. They form the branches of what? They form the branches of external carotid artery, which you will find in this area. Okay, in this area here. Understand? Somewhere in the like middle portion, you will find it. And they return the venous blood. They return the venous blood means that they return the deoxygenated blood to which part? To the face and the scalp. Scalp is your head portion, all this portion, and they will form the vein, which is the external jugular vein. So external jugular vein you will find here in this area. Okay, lateral side. Carotid is here, jugular is here in this area. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, so the external jugular vein begins in the neck jaw. Neck jaw means in this area. They begin from here. They will begin from in this area. Jaw. This is your jaw. Okay. So it will begin from here. It will start from here. It means that. So external jugular vein is this. They will begin from. They will start from in all this area. They will start. Okay. Let's move to the next. Okay, so the external jugular vein, they passes downwards the sternocleidomastoid mastoid muscle. So the external jugular vein, it will like go down and down in this area. So it will stop here in this muscle. Understand? So what is the name of this muscle? In the first semester, like in the previous semester, we have talked about it. So what is the name of this muscle? The name of the muscle is sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. Okay, so this is sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. So external jugular vein, they will pass uh, over this area, that is this, that is that. So sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. Clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next is internal jugular veins. So the internal jugular veins, from the name itself, internal. Internal means inside. So it will be here. Okay, just nearby the carotid artery, external carotid artery, it will be there. So the internal jugular veins, they runs downwards in the neck behind the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. It means that these internal jugular veins, now, which is this, they will pass. They will be behind the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. Means behind means at the back side, a little bit backside of the sternocleidoid muscle is there. That is the internal jugular vein. ये जो इंटरनल जुगुलर वेन्स है ये नीचे पे रहता है, हम लोग के गर्दन पे रहता है, और ठीक स्टर्नोक्लेडोइड मसल मास्टोइड मसल के पीछे पे ये इंटरनल जुगुलर वेन्स होता है. ठीक है? इज इट एम आई क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is we will again discuss about the internal jugular veins. So the internal jugular veins, which is this, I hope you can see it. This is the internal jugular veins. So the internal jugular veins, they run behind the clavicle. So this is the clavicle. Your collarbone, this bone, collarbone is known as the clavicle. So they will be situated like behind the clavicle, means at the backside of the clavicle. And this internal jugular veins, what do? They will unite together. They will come up together with the subclavian veins. Understand? This is the subclavian veins. They will come together. The internal and the subclavian veins, they will come together and they will carry blood, which is the venous blood, the deoxygenated blood from the upper limb to the brachiocephalic vein. From the upper limb, so from here, like the venous blood will come and they will form the brachiocephalic vein. Understand? I'll repeat again. The internal jugular vein, which is right behind the clavicle. Behind the clavicle means what? This is your collarbone, alright. So the internal jugular vein, which is right behind the collarbone, behind at the back side of it, what happens? It will unite together. They will come together. ये जो internal jugular veins है और subclavian veins जो है, ये लोग मतलब एक साथ उन लोग का मिलन होगा. ठीक है? एक साथ मतलब जुड़ेगा ये दोनों. जुड़ने के बाद फिर से एक वेन बनेगा. तो वो वेन का नाम क्या है? ब्रेकियोसेफेलिक वेन. ठीक है? उसको ब्रेकियोसेफेलिक वेन बोलता है. समझ में आया? और ये जो सबक्लेवियन वेन है और इंटरनल जुगुलर वेन है, ये वेनस ब्लड कैरी करता है, मतलब डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन कैरी करता है अपर लिम्ब वेसल से. तो उसके बाद धीरे धीरे आके ये जो एक साथ जब उन लोगों का जुड़ा होगा, तो ये दो जुड़ा मतलब वेन्स है, फिर से और एक वेन मतलब बना देता है. तो वो वेन का नाम क्या है? ब्रेकियोसेफेलिक वेन बोलता है उसको. ठीक है? इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. Okay, next is the branch is formed by the brachiocephalic vein on each side of the neck. Means this brachiocephalic vein you will find on both sides of the neck. Okay, that is right side and the left side. Here I am showing you only the one side, but in reality, like you will get two parts in two areas. यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ एक साइड ही दिखाया है, लेकिन असल में हम लोग को दो जगह पे मिलता है, दाएं और बाएं के तरफ में दोनों साइड में ही मिलता है. Okay, so what happens? The brachiocephalic vein you will find on each side. Okay, means in each side of the neck. So they are formed by the union of internal and subclavian veins, which I have already said. So they are formed by these two veins, that is the internal and the jugular. Okay, I've already discussed this. Okay, next is the left brachiocephalic vein. So this is the left brachiocephalic vein. This is the heart. All right, this is the heart. So what happens? The left brachiocephalic vein, it is longer. From the picture itself, you can just say that you can just see itself. So the left brachiocephalic vein. This is the left brachiocephalic vein, and this is the right brachiocephalic vein. So the left brachiocephalic vein is longer than the right brachiocephalic, and it passes behind the sternum. You know where sternum is? It lies in your chest area. All right, means your rib cage, the point, the place where your rib cage meet, that place is known as the sternum. I hope every one of you have remembered sternum. Yes, every one of you have remembered. सभी को याद है sternum क्या है? हाँ या ना?
No.
हाँ? Sternum, do you all remember?
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Habo Klang, do you remember sternum?
No, ma'am.
What happened? I have already taught you in the previous semester. Virginia, do you remember? Sternum.
No, ma'am.
Hemang Shelly. Hemang Shelly Devi, do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell them what is sternum. Please speak louder.
Ma'am, I don't know.
You don't know. Ilashra, do you remember? Ilashra? Ilashra, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember sternum? What is sternum?
Sternum is a
Uh,
look.
your network is not good. It's okay, no problem. It's okay. Malvina, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is sternum? Do you know?
Yes, ma'am. Sternum
Can
is
you
a
please?
bone located in our chest, the middle of
Yes.
the chest.
The place where the rib cage meets, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. What happened? What were you doing in the previous sem? Huh? Okay. So the left brachiocephalic vein, which is this, you will find that they are longer compared to the right side. Understand? And they pass in which area? They pass in your chest area. All right. This here is your chest. Sternum. Behind the sternum. Sternum is uh, it is the part of the bone which you will find in your chest area. All right, thorax area. You know the ribs, your ribs. So the place where your ribs meet. So that bone is known as a sternum. They are situated behind, means at the back side of it. Okay, and they will join. Means the left brachiocephalic vein. They joins the right brachiocephalic vein to form the superior vena cava. Means this. All right, the left brachiocephalic vein and the right brachiocephalic vein, they will join together, they will unite together, and they will form the superior vena cava, which is this. All right, means
Mm,
all the veins like will come from the upper limb vessel. Understand? And inferior vena cava is from the lower limb vessel. They will come. That is a deoxygenated blood. Am I clear? Okay. Okay, next we will discuss about veins in the face. Okay. Okay, supratrochlear vein. Okay, supratrochlear vein, which is this, you will find here. Okay, in this area, you will find that supratrochlear vein. It begins. It begins where? It begins in the forehead. Forehead is here. Your forehead is here. Means all these areas are your forehead. But the supratrochlear vein, you will find that they will begin in this area. That is your forehead, near the median plane on both sides, on both the opposite side. Means on both sides you will find. Means median means what? In the middle. In the middle. Here, this is the middle, right? So it will start in the middle on both sides. Means here and here. From the picture itself, also you can see here and here. All right. So in both sides, here and here, like they will form. They will form on both sides. And this supratrochlear vein, they will unite together. They will form together, and they will form another vein which is known as supraorbital vein, which is this. Okay, in this area means in your eyes area, eye area, ये जो आँख है ना, वहाँ पे हम लोग को मिलता है. ठीक है? This is the supratrochlear vein, and they unite together, like form the supraorbital vein, which is this supraorbital vein. All right, in your eyes area, you will find it. And the supraorbital vein, they form the facial vein. Alright, means this is the supraorbital vein. Again, they will form the facial vein, which you will find in this area, facial vein. In all this area, you will find the facial vein near the median angle of the eye. Means from here, median angle of the eye means in the middle part of the eye. So this is the middle. So in this area, you will find the facial vein. Okay, is it all right about supratrochlear vein? Then again supraorbital vein, then again facial vein. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is supraorbital vein begins near the zygomatic cheekbone process of the temporal bone. So the supraorbital vein, which is this portion, they begins in the zygomatic cheekbone. Zygomatic means cheekbone. This is your cheekbone. All right. Okay, so this is the supraorbital vein. This one, this area, they begins near the zygomatic. Zygomatic means your cheekbones. Means they are situated right nearby your cheekbones. All right, which is known as zygomatic. Which is known as zygomatic of the temporal bone. All right, means like this of the temporal bones. Means it will start, what to say, they are situated like somewhere nearby the temporal. So that's why they have mentioned this. Okay, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is facial vein. It is this. So the facial veins provides what? Provides what type of vein? Obviously, they will provide deoxygenated blood, which is the venous blood. So they provide the deoxygenated blood, which is returned by the face. Means return from the face, now like it will come like this in this manner, like this. It will come in this manner. And the facial veins, from where does it usually begin? The facial veins, they usually begin near the medial angle of the eye, which I have already said means here, means in the middle part of the eye, by the union of supratrochlear and supraorbital veins. All right, supratrochlear is here, and supraorbital veins is this, and the facial veins come like this. Okay, I hope you all have Understood this? Next is superficial temporal vein. So, superficial temporal vein is here. Alright, means here in temporal. This is the temporal, right? So the superficial temporal veins, like they lie here. Okay, so the superficial temporal veins, they drains the forehead and the scalp near and it enters the parotid gland. So from this superficial temporal vein, which is here, they will drain. They will drain means what? They will bring down all the deoxygenated blood, and from the what? Coming from the forehead. This is the forehead, and the scalp. This is the scalp. From here, from the forehead and from the scalp, they will enter the superficial veins like this, and afterwards they will enter where? They will enter the parotid gland, which is here in both these areas. Parotid gland. All right. So this is the superficial temporal veins. So what happens from the forehead? This is the forehead, and this is your scalp, right? So from the scalp and your forehead, the deoxygenated blood comes, and they will go in this area, which is the superficial temporal veins, and after that they will come in this area, okay, and enters the parotid gland. So here is your parotid gland. So they will go and be here in this place. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next is posterior part of the mandible. So posterior means back. So mandible is here. All right. So it will be here. Okay. So posterior. Do you know or not? Mandible is this, and posterior part of the mandible means obviously it will be a bit back. Right? Anterior will be here. Posterior will be here. Back side. Okay, so the posterior part of the mandible, they will unite together, they will form together, and with the what? With the maxillary vein. So this is the maxillary vein. I hope you can see it. So this is the maxillary vein, and they will form the retromandibular vein, which is this. All right. The posterior part of the mandible means here they will form like this. They will come and they will meet here, like that is the maxillary vein. This is the maxillary vein. So the maxillary vein, they will unite together and they will form another vein, which is known as the retromandibular vein, which is this. All right. Is it clear?
Yes.
Every one of you, are you clear about today's class? So far, what I have discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If it is clear, then let me ask you some questions. Yatulika, am I audible to you? Yatulika, am I audible? Krishna Rajbamsi, Krishna, can you hear me? Krishna, what happened? Srijana,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, can you tell me the superficial veins, they form the branches of the external carotid artery, right? And they return the
Yes.
venous blood, and they return the venous blood from the superficial structures of the face and the scalp, and they form what type of vein?
External jugular vein.
External jugular vein. Okay, good. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay, so the superficial veins, they will form the branches of what? From the external carotid artery, which is the aqueous external carotid artery, and they will return the venous blood, this the deoxygenated blood, and to where? To the face and the scalp, and they form the external jugular vein. Okay. Okay. Next question goes to Sheetal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sheetal, can you tell me the external jugular vein? Wait, let me show you that. Sure.
Ma'am.
Okay. So this is the external jugular vein, right? So the external jugular vein, they begins in the neck portion. Okay, they begins in the neck portion, like in the jaw part, and passes down in which muscle? What is the name of the muscle? What is the name of the muscle? Sheetal, can you tell me?
Sterno.
Sterno.
Lido. Mes. Ma'am, I cannot pronounce.
Please try. You please try to speak a bit louder. I can't hear you that much. Can you please speak a bit louder? थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
Ma'am, sternocleido. Mes. Med. Mestoid.
Mastoid muscle. Okay, it's good. Sternocleidoid mastoid muscle. Okay, this one, which you will find in this area. Okay, good. Okay, next question. Next question goes to Senkamchi. Okay, Senkamchi, can you tell me the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle? They are where? Behind which bone? I have mentioned them.
Ma'am, your voice is a little bit cracking. I don't understand. Can you repeat?
Okay, no problem. Just now we have said na, the about the external jugular vein, which is this. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
So these external jugular veins, they runs downwards. Means they will runs downwards means they will flow downwards, and they are exactly located where? I mean, like they are exactly located in the sternocleidoid mastoid muscle, right? So behind where?
Yes, ma'am.
Behind what bone? I have mentioned one bone. So what is the name of the bone?
Clavicle, ma'am.
Yes, clavicle, or else clavicle also you can say. Okay, good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next question goes to Salam Girija Devi. Am I audible, Salam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Salam, can you tell me the internal jugular veins, all right, and the subclavian veins, they will unite together and they will form what veins?
Brachiocephalic vein.
Yes, brachiocephalic vein, which is this. Okay, good. This is the subclavian vein, all right. Subclavian vein, which is this, and the internal jugular vein, which is this. They will unite together. They will form together, and they will form the another vein, which is known as brachiocephalic vein. Okay, good. Okay, next question goes to Rudolph.
Yes,
Rudolph.
ma'am.
Okay, Rudolph, can you tell me the left and the right brachiocephalic vein? They will unite together to form what?
Pardon me?
The right and the left brachiocephalic vein. They unite together and they form what?
Mm,
Yes? Can you see this? This picture, can you see this, Rudolph?
yes, ma'am.
So you tell me now, this is the right and this is the left. So they will unite together and they will form what?
Superior vena cava.
Superior vena cava. Don't forget it. All right.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then that's all for today's class. I hope you all have understood whatever is being taught. Thank you, everyone.